Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He shapes to shoot! Danger averted for now. And that is out of play. Chosen to go back, tries a shot! Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Mazraoui. That's a sharp pass. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The less said about that pass, the better. That has not gone well. Still goalless. Unahi. It's a really well-measured ball. Amrabat. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
That's a lot. There's the shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Chooses to go back. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Turns and goes. Big chance! You've got to be quick to recover this. Unahi. Amrabat. Aguirre. And it's Ziyech. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Swung over. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Unahi. And it's Ziyech. That's Brahim Diaz. He's in plenty of space here. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Mazraoui. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. He is through here. Pings it across. Aguirre with the clearance. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. Out to the left it goes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's En-Nesyri. He's got away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way. En-Nesyri! That's really well cleared. And he's picked it up out wide. He's onside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ziyech. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's gone for goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ziyech plays it short. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Driving forward. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And he was alert to it. Brahim Diaz. Nicely spread. With Ziyech. And it's Hakimi. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Good running, strong and purposeful. Brahim Diaz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He can get that clear, nicked it back promptly. It's a good look. He's got full. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played it again.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Hakimi. Ziyech. And it's Hakimi. Amrabat. Ziyech. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when they go and get...
And the finish! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The goal scorer for Malaysia after 71 minutes is number 13.
Malaysia grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. Unahi tries to cross. And it's corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Has a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is real chance! Shinta, and again! Goal! Morocco! And again they hit the front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Morocco go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
It's a promising position. Oh, such a clever touch.
Malaysia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that's not going to reach. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's a good foot in there. That has been slung wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Referee looks at his watch. Many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform
thank you
you
very
that
much, Jim, for joining me.
CCTV
That
is
brings
now
us
in
to the end of our
operation for
coverage.
your safety.
So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Real chance! And he's done it!
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 5 minutes is
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Played back into the centre.
Cleared without complication.
Unahi. And Hakimi.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There's the shot! Malaysia leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Mazraoui. And it's Diaz. Malaysia are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Spread out to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's had it nicked away. Ednesiri. Nicely spread. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Mazraoui receives it in a wide position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Spread neatly. Ziyech. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Amrabat. And it's Hakimi. He is through here. That is good strength.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. That'll be a throw. Now it's En-Nesyri, Mazraoui, Amrabat. Nicely shaped ball, well, nicely intercepted. Hakimi. Unahi. And it's Diaz. Steaming on goalwards. He's on it, can he get away? Climbs up big! That was superb goalkeeping!
And En-Nesyri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
En-Nesyri taken off it pretty forcefully. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Played out to the right. And he skips past his man. Now he's off and running. Unahi. Amrabat.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
1 minute added time.
Played out to the left flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. There's the shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Malaysia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Malaysia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Aguirre. That's Brahim Diaz. Over to the left. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Brahim Diaz is offering a wry smile there.
Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Malaysia have the chance to go the other way. Still just a single goal between the sides. Great ball, and he's in here. Good read, needed to be. Unahi. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, this looks sharp. Big chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Brahim Diaz has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Fired deep towards the back post.
Aguirre calmly anticipates.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Decent hit from there. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Out to the right. Now there's a fine ball. It is a corner. They've played it short. Back when it goes. Goes for a shot! That's another chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Malaysia find a position of real strength now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to play it through.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Out for a throw.
Cleared without hesitation.
Malaysia are coasting towards victory. He's had a shot!
And the keeper read that really well.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Not the most accurate pass.
Shifted it to the flank. 5 minutes left on the clock. And he's played it back. Brahim Diaz tries to thread one through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Gets a good foot in there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Brahim Diaz. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter.
He's gone for goal! It's hit the crossbar!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Bastoni, Tonali, Italy finding their passes. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, it's coming. Oh, he's been caught napping. In he goes again. What a wonderful goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, this looks sharp. Showing great feet there. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Malaysia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to snatch it back. He is just caressing the ball. Malaysia are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Bastoni.
Italy clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
That has been slung wide. Di Lorenzo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's a sharp little ball here. There's no flag. And it's Udogi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Keane. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
He's had it taken off him. Barella. Could move up a gear here. And here's Keane. Out to the left it goes. And he skips past his man. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Malaysia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Di Lorenzo, Bastoni, out to the right. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Raspadori. And he's had it nicked away. He's looking wide. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Keane.
There will be
tidily.
added time.
Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! He's keen to took. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Malaysia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Little pass back. Great ball, and he's in here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Can he get it through? Politano just eases him off the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Raspadori. Oh, good spread. Now it's Politano. Politano stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sends it crossfield. Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Malaysia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's on it, can he? He's had a shot! Malaysia have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. Backward it goes. Decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short. Opts to play it back, and he shoots! He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Barella. Barella is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gets a good foot in there. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Keane gets into a good position. Hangs in a cross.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's in a great position here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's getting hounded, really hounded. That's a good ball out wide. He slings it in. There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Chance, surely!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Raspatori. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great ball if he can get there. Malaysia leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Into the last 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Drive and the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar. This time, surely! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Tonali has shifted it to the flank. Now it's Raspatori. And it's Udogi. Keane. Oh, good take in a good area.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Spread it left. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, nice touch. And that is a little undercooked. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Malaysia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Out towards the flank. Gets a good foot in there.
Sends it crossfield.
That's a sharp pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to get it away. Now the ball in. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I really like the look of this fellow, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
He's tried one!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Bruno Guimaraes. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Quarter of an hour played.
No way through. Played out to the left flank.
And it's made its way to solid goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Still goalless at the moment. And it's Neymar. Over to the left. That is lovely.
Looking for options for movement. Malaysia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's on it.
Chance for a shot! Goal!
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Carlos Augusto.
Joelinton.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0. Takes a shot, and again! Neymar.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Joelinton. João Pedro.
And it's Neymar. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Carlos Augusto. And it's Neymar. Joelinton. Now it's Pedro.
Malaysia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
It's a promising position. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's in space and looking for options. Played into the box. He rises! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Malaysia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Joelinton. Now it's Pedro. Joelinton. He's gone for goal! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. Half-time imminent! What a time to score! You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense...
Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Malaysia are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And the game has already resumed here. And he's picked it up out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Malaysia have their second corner now. They've played it short. Good ball, good take. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Flashes it across. And now they can clear their lines. Played back in. Goes for a shot! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 55 minutes is number 42.
Malaysia go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Marquinhos.
Malaysia are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neymar. That's a good run down the left. Joelinton. Played out towards the right wing. Played out to the left flank. Oh, good spread. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has been slung wide. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Joe Linton. He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
João Pedro is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Coming on the field is number 22.
Malaysia perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Malaysia blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Substitution for
Malaysia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Number 4, number 92.
Safi Salih. That looks a decent ball. He can get that clear. Malaysia have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, given away. Sabinho! It's a goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So is this the start of a comeback? And the shot! Really well taken goal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is, can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Safi Salih, it's a really well-measured ball. Closing in on goal, and the shot! Oh, almost a sixth!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short.
5 minutes added time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is out of play. Neymar. Douglas Luiz. Now it's Neymar. And it's Joe Linton. No, that's been intercepted. And time is up. Malaysia really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen.